Hello, welcome to the live drawing for July 27th, 2022. End of July. It's almost five months till Christmas. Getting crazy. So today's episode, I'm going to be drawing a Santa Claus, but one from my favorite movie. So we're gonna start off. I kind of have an idea of what I wanted to do with this one. We're gonna just start off with his head. Um, Santa's a very stylized version of Santa. Obviously, if it's a Tim Burton creation here. So this will be Santa from The Nightmare Before Christmas. But in the movie, he's known as Sandy Claus, to be exact, because Jack misunderstood his name and called him Sandy Claus. So we're going to zoom in and just work on his face here in the sketch version. I'm going to kind of do, a little bit of my take on him. I'm not going to look exactly like he does in the movie, but I had an idea how I wanted to do this piece today. So as long as I can draw it how I see it in my head, we'll be all right. There's so many different um, toys and everything that from this movie now that was just not around back in the day. But the funny thing was, like the Santa Claus. Oh, hey, how's it going there, Norm? Christmas in July, baby. That's right. It is Christmas in July. It's a good month. It's kind of crazy though how quick the years go in here. All right, so we're gonna just sketch in a little bit of a mustache here. Santa Claus in the movie's got some big old liver lips, but they're hidden. You can't see them between all the hair that's on his face here. Now I was thinking the thing I wanted to do here, I kind of want to incorporate not really Halloween, but maybe like in the movie, Jack falls into the tree and kind of goes through like it looks like an outer space looking background and snow and swirls and everything. So I'm going to kind of incorporate that in this drawing a little bit. All right. So this is going to be his big beard here. I'm going to shrink him down a little bit. And then let's see, his beard, depending on the version, like if you look at like Tim Burton's drawings of Santa Claus, like he's very different looking than what he looks like in the movie. Um, his body, like here, I'll draw a little quick sketch. Like his body is like very big in some Tim Burton sketches, which it's kind of like this in the movie where it like drags behind him, kind of like a slug looking thing, but he's sort of like that in the movie. But we're gonna kind of do a couple different versions. Like kind of just leave him Tim Burton style, the movie style, a little bit of my own. We'll have his hat flowing here. I think I'm gonna make him more like more like of a surprise look here. One of the good things or the funny things about him in the movie is he uses a little candy cane as a walking cane. It's pretty fun. Then he has the tiniest hands in the movie. As a matter of fact, when Jack sees them, he's like, wait a minute, these aren't claws at all. But he's got some big old gloves here. That looks like Mega Man's arm. Better shrink that down a little bit there. All right, let's work on that again. I was gonna make it like kind of flapping in the wind here. Cane's probably flying out of his hand here, and his outfit's very draped on. Like it's very large and drapey. And then, of course, you got your Santa fluff down on the bottom here. He is wearing a belt. Draw that in the sketch there. Kind of have him pouring out of it a little bit. All right, I'm going to shrink him up again. And then maybe turn him a little bit. It'll fit in with the background a little better, what I plan on doing here. And then we're going to add a new layer. We'll start inking some of them up here. All right, we'll zoom in. That way I can really work on the face here quick. So what kind of stuff have you been doing for Christmas in July? Anything? Kind of just had some Hallmark movies on in the background because that's basically running. Well, they didn't do a 24/7 thing this year. I think they're doing like a couple hours a night. Now I'll give them a little bit of the area in there for some pink lips. All right, then he's gonna have the a fluff, a little bit of a Santa fluffiness there to the end of his hat, which I'm not sure if his is like really stringy and hairy in the movie. Can't remember. I know in the drawings that's how it is, but the same thing with like the mustache and everything. We're just gonna do this, even though there is a pen or a paintbrush here for hair. I don't think it works too good on stuff like this. I'm not even sure where that brush is. Texture. Let's see. Artistic. I'll find it and I'll see how it looks. I don't think it looks too good though. Maybe organic. Nope. I'm not sure where it is. Oh, there it is. Some flowing hair. Let's see what this looks like. See, it kind of doesn't really do what I want it to do. All right. We'll just go back to some of the facial features here. And his arms popping out. Turn that into a little bit of a more of a grip here since he's holding the cane. All right, we'll pinch him in there. This is going to be kind of weird to do because I got to draw all of his beard on top of this. That'll be part of his belt there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll do maybe some of the hair from the beard and everything on top of the another layer after I color him in. That way it kind of looks a little more natural. It's definitely more of a cartoony stylized look here for this, but it's all right. So like really you're not going to see them in here, but the Santa Claus in the movie has some underwear that are green and they have like mistletoe, or is it no, holly on them. Mistletoe would be something a little more than a PG rated movie, I guess. All right. So we'll just layer in some of the beard there. Now I'm going to get rid of that pencil, see what I'm left with. It's kind of a mess. His arms look like they're coming out of nowhere. That's all right, because I'm going to reference this layer, then I'm going to start coloring some stuff. Then I'll add the beard on top of everything as a new layer. Then I'll erase everything. I'll hide everything, and then I'll do the background that I want. So, typical Santa fashion, he's going to be wearing some red. Basically, his whole outfit's red. I'll drop fill what I can, then I'll just go in and color the rest. Got to move this layer under. Oops, I'm doing this all on the wrong layer. Good thing I caught that early. Some of this is going to be hidden by the beard anyway. All right, now let's see how I'm going to do this. Got that. Got a little bit more down here. All right, then we're going to switch it over to black. I'll just fill in the belt and his gloves. All right, onto his skin tone. Let's see. I say we leave it like that. Then we're going to give him a little bit of a pinkish hue on the lips here. You're only going to see that one part anyway. Then we'll do the candy cane. And we're going to color that. I'm going to do it a different color, red. We'll do it a little bit darker. That way it doesn't blend in with his outfit. And then let's do a little bit of an off-white for the trim on his outfit. Okay, that's good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide those. I'm going to make a new layer. I'm going to put it behind everything. Then I'm going to do a drop fill of purple. Let me just see here. All right. I guess I could leave that on that way. I mean, it's not going to color on it anyway. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a lighter purple, and then we're going to do some swirls in the background here. I think for that one we're going to go, let's see, maybe something in the airbrush. We'll see what something like this looks like. I don't know what layer I'm on here. You shouldn't see that. Let me just make sure. Yeah, you're going to see it on those because I didn't put white in there. So I guess I got to do that real quick. Let me go back to this layer. Let me add white. To his eyes. I guess I don't need to do that. I'll just erase stuff. Unless I blend those two together. Guess I could do that as well. But let me just do this first. Let me do a lighter background. If I do it like that, it won't cover it. But just try to find the right size here. All right, now we're gonna change it up and do a smaller airbrush here. Kind of blend it a little bit. Then what I was thinking of doing is adding a couple, let's see, some like Halloween type things in this picture. So I'll do, let's see, we'll do some candy corn, maybe some lollipops or something like that. So we're gonna do a white piece first, and then we'll add the colors on top of that. So like that'll be a piece of candy corn. Now I'm trying to think of the color combination on candy corn. I think the tip is white, the bottom's yellow, the center's orange. At least that's how I'm going to draw it. All right, we'll have a lollipop up here. I'm only doing it in white first just because it'll be easier to see. So now we're going to do the orange part for the candy corn. I'm just kind of not going to invest too much time into the background here just because I have to do some shading and finish the beard on the Santa Claus, but you'll get the point that this is floating candy corn. All right, back to the lollipop. We're going to do that. Then we're going to go to yellow for the candy corn. I think that's right. White, orange, yellow. I mean, it looks like candy corn, so it should be right. And back to this lollipop. We'll go to black. Yeah, that'll do. All right, now let's go create a new layer, put it above everything, and then this is where we're going to do the beard. So I'm going to try this hair one. I don't know how it's going to look, but we're going to try it. If I could remember where it was. Okay, so we're going to go to flowing hair. I think I'll do flowing hair, and then I'll do white. I don't know if it's going to even look like anything on top of this. Let me zoom in here quick so you could see. I mean, it's doing something. Just probably not what I want it to do. But I mean, I guess it's not bad. So I'll add some of this. We'll see what happens. It has like a weird finish to it though. Like if you pick up the pencil in a weird spot, it's blending it a little too weird. Yeah, it's not bad. Might be a bit much. We'll shrink that down a little bit and just do some by his hair. Then I think I'm going to erase what I had put over his mouth just because I kind of want his mouth to be a little more visible. Then maybe I'll add some smaller pieces around it just so it's not such a hard edge there. All right, then we're going to go back to this layer. We'll add some shadowing, and then I think we're going to be done with this piece. So we'll start up here with his hat. We'll see where I'm at, and I'll do a little bit on his face here. Some underneath the rim of the hat. I'll call it the rim. I don't know what it would be called. Gonna have some coming from behind his arm. Definitely some under his arm here. We'll give him a little bit of a shine on his glove when we're done here. And some of these lines, we'll just put a little bit of a shadow behind them. Okay. Candy cane, probably not going to have too much on him, but I'll actually put a little bit of a shadow on him from the candy cane. I'm not going to worry about shading the candy corn or anything like that. All right, we'll add a little bit of a highlight to his glove since they are pretty rubbery. Then a little more intense one on top. And I think we're good. So yeah, I guess it kind of turned out. Oh, hey, how's it going? No problem. At least you joined in. I appreciate it. Sorry if I don't pay attention to the chat there. So yeah, this is my drawing. Just started it at 6:30, so in a half hour we got a finished piece here. Santa Claus kind of floating around. I guess he might have fallen through the tree to Halloween Town, if you could say that, I guess. That's kind of my take on it. A little bit of the Halloween candy there. So all that's left to do is sign the bottom. So let me bring the brush up for that. Put my signature down here. And today is the 27th. Turn this into a little Christmas tree. And that is the finished piece. I'll just bring it up here closer so you could see it. Again, I try to get all the pieces done within a half hour, and that's what we end up with. So that's going to do it for this episode. I really appreciate everybody coming to check it out. If you want, you could follow Instagram at Ague Designs, AGUEDESIGNS. I post a daily picture up over there. So I will be back next Wednesday with another drawing. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. See you next time.